Hello dearies, welcome back to the Craft Kitchen and another episode of #ABC April 2025. My name is Tina, I'm from Germany, and this channel is mostly about junk journaling and other paper crafts. So today is the 29th of April with the letter Y. And on the prompt list it says yarn and you do you. Yeah, you do you is perfect for today, just like wildcard was for yesterday. Let me show you. For yesterday's video I made this hanging door sign to inform my family I am recording a YouTube video, keep out. And while I was making this, I was thinking this needs some sort of light, maybe even blinking light. And like my dear neighbor Claudia, hello Claudia, just said in her comment, maybe fairy lights would be a good idea. That's what I was thinking first, but here comes the you do you. I'm a bit, let's say, special when it comes to safety, and my husband is even worse. And also, I almost never use disposable batteries, and for this hanging door sign I would have had to. Well, in my mind, but when speaking about this with my husband, he just came up with a perfect solution for this. Yeah, blinking lights. Really important, because living with a 16-year-old teenager isn't that different from living with a 2-year-old toddler when it comes to his attention. So yeah, I really need blinking lights, because when I put lights on or behind here that are just on or off, I guess he won't see it after 3 days already. So I need blinking. And yeah, my husband found a solution for this. So first of all, no disposable battery, because this is a power bank. This came with my heat belt I need now and then for my back, but actually the charge of this is ridiculous. So yeah, it's been laying about in the kitchen since, in the real kitchen and I didn't use it. And this LED strip was placed behind our Lego cherry tree just to illuminate it the tiniest bit, but this thing really needs so much power that our bigger, like real big power bank was empty after about 16 hours. So, but I'm only recording for about, let's say 2 to 3 hours. I won't need this any longer, so this power bank will do. And my husband already set this strip to what I need. It's blinking red. Another thought we had, when it's blinking white, well, our hallway is quite dark because it has no windows, but in daylight I guess white blinking light would be overseen easily, so we chose the red lights. Also, I'm going to be using this LED strip because, first of all, the fairy lights with this battery box for disposable batteries most of the time have these 1 to 1.5 centimeter long lights, so this would stick out behind this, and it's 1 meter. I would have to get 1 meter behind this. And these mini fairy lights, these LED mini fairy lights on a wire, most of the time come with a blank wire, with a blank copper wire. And copper is a perfect conduct for electricity. Well, they tell you it's not bad when you touch it, Oh, it isn't, but you can feel it. And since this is all paper and fabric and yeah, plastic, and I also attached some metal pieces, I just knew this is not going to happen. But this is just perfect. Although, well, quite perfect, because another you do you. I'm quite special with these things. This LED strip comes with a 3M tape. Most Americans would say, wow, 3M, super glue. Not in Germany. Well, the company actually is here in our city. So, I don't know, maybe I should be a fan of them, but I'm not, because in Germany, many chemicals used in the US are not allowed. And this also counts for glue. So, this glue is not durable enough, because when I just glue this like this down here, it will fall off after, yeah, maybe 6 months, because the glue will be dry. So I will have to add some glue on here. And I guess this is nothing special. I will have to have a pocket for my power bank at the back of my door sign, because of course I want it to be removable. And for this I'm going to be using just a piece of this Amazon envelope, this Amazon mailer. And of course I will have to reinforce my hanger, because it will have more weight. After I attach the power bank, I'm going to be using this also for reinforcing this part here. So first, of course, the measuring. So let's see. I have my power bank, I have my ruler. No, I'm not going to measure this with my ruler, because another you do you. I really like to plunder my husband's and son-in-law's workshop. And I got this, a caliper. This is just perfect for measuring my power bank, because I actually want to know the height of this, which is 12.6 millimeters. In inches it is 0.49 inches, so I'm better off with millimeters. 12.6 millimeters in height. There. I'm gonna be using the flap for this. And the length, no, the width I will need is, come on, I have to measure with the button, 63.4 millimeters. So this brings us to 13 millimeters in height. Ooh, there goes my pencil. And yeah, to give this a bit more space, let's say 65 millimeters in width. The length of my pocket, I'm going to find out when this is on here. Not already attached, but later, because I will have to have a look how much of this has to stick out of the pocket so I can grab this part easily. First I'm going to reinforce my door hanger. So I cut everything on the inside of the line, so my reinforcement, my backing, won't peek through. And I'm just going to glue this on with bookbinding glue, because this will give all this construction even more stability. Placing this under a heavy book for a moment. The Latin-German dictionary is perfect for this because it's quite heavy. So, the transparency sheet is stuck. So, placing this right there. And now I'm going to take care of making my pocket. So, I got my numbers here. I need first my pencil. There. I need a thing like this. There you go, and then some flaps too. I guess I'm going to place them to the outside. Well, excuse my drawing. Yeah. So this here needs to be 65 millimeters, which is 6.5 centimeters. This part here, as well as this part, needs to be 13 millimeters, which is 1.3 centimeters. Same here. So I'm going to use this, of course, for the bottom as well, like this. Centimeters. And then I need something, of course, to glue this on at the sides as well as at the bottom. And for this I'm just going to make it easy with 1 centimeters each, as well as here. This means my width is 1 centimeter plus 1.3 centimeters plus 6.5 centimeters, again plus 1.3 plus 1 centimeter, which brings me to 11.1. You can't read this anymore, so my width is 11.1 centimeters. Let's make this 11, because it doesn't matter if these parts here are 1 centimeter in width or if they're just 0.95 centimeters. Important are these three. So, and because Mr. Timholtz didn't bless Europeans with a guillotine that works for us, there's some coffee, but why? I guess I've been coffee dying. I will have to use my ruler and my knife, because my paper trimmer and this, no. I don't think so. So this is my full width of my cardboard piece I'm going to need. And I'm not going to cut this yet. Excuse me. Because it's much easier to score these slim parts if you have a more bigger piece. So I need a score line at 1 centimeter. Again, my scoreboard is only 4 inches, but let me see if this will work with my cutting board. Let's see. So I need 1 centimeter. Let's see if the scoring blade likes this. Well, I guess, yeah, that'll do. Then I need 1.3 centimeters. Adding to 1 centimeter makes this 2.3 centimeters. 1, 2, 3. This will be the height of my box. Then I need 6.5 centimeters. Adding to 2.3 centimeters makes this 8.8 centimeters. 6, 7, 8. Let's see if I did it right. Perfect. Yes. Then again, adding 1.3 centimeters, which makes this a 10.1. So, and then we do have 0.9 centimeters here, because I rounded this to 11 centimeters. So 1 millimeter is missing, and this is missing here, which is perfectly fine. Nope, not going to cut this with my cutting board. Although it is tempting, so you know what. I'm just going to add 1 millimeter here for cutting. Just eyeballing. So this will look a bit more even. And I can sleep at night. So like this. And then let's see. I'm going to be using first, yeah, sort of this height. I don't know, just eyeballing. I'm not going to measure this at the moment. Trying to cut this straight. Oh no. Ah, I forgot to add the bottom part. Nearly forgot. So, then let's pretend this is the height of our pocket. I'm going to need a stylus. There you are. So, scoring here for the first fold. Like this. Adding 1.3 centimeters for the height of the pocket. So there. I can't see this quite good from here, so I'm getting my scoreboard again. So here I need to add 1.3 centimeters. We are at 7.2 at the moment, so it's 8.5. And then I'm adding 1 centimeter. Not cutting this with my cutting board. No way. Oh, no! I just lost my ruler under my glass mat. Let me fold this so I can see it actually. Like this. So, and from here, I want to add 1 centimeter. And cut. So, and since I don't need the edges here to be sealed, I'm not going to cut this in an angle, to an angle. I just cut off these squares beneath my sort of flaps. Come on. So this will be my inside, like so. Yeah. Did I make it right? Oh, fits perfectly. And if it is, even the height is just great. Yep, yep, yep. Like it. And get my LED strip. So I want to add this here to the edge, and then back down here, would you please? Thank you. So that I can put just my cable in here. I know the sling of my cable is sticking out quite a bit, but I already thought of this. So I'm going to glue my LED strip on. So now give me 10 minutes to let this dry. So this is really stuck. And then we're going to test it for the first time in, yeah, kind of like real mode. So we're outside of the craft kitchen now, in the hallway. I'll show you in a second. It's really dark here. And yeah, that's my door. Also, this didn't help. But let me shut off the light. As you can see, it's pretty dark here. But that's just awesome. I guess my son will see this. He just can't oversee it. Well, you can't see the pictures anymore, but I don't care, because it isn't always as dark in here. The door to his room, which is directly opposite of my craft kitchen, is closed at the moment. So yes, I love it. Yeah, I guess this is quite a nice idea. And I'm thankful my hubby is so resourceful. And also no disposable batteries and no danger of burning signs at my door. I really like it. Maybe I've given you an idea how to make your own Halloween or Christmas decoration or even your own blinking door sign. So dearies, thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time, and as always, stay creative and be excellent to each other. Bye!